Meeting of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission will now come to order. Mr. Grayson Boudreaux, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Next, we'll have the inauguration of the Board of Commissioners. All right.
We want to welcome the Honorable Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill. Thank you for being here. Please welcome and come up, and we'll start the swearing in of our new Board of Commissioners.
All right. I guess I'm seated. I'm number one.
Yes, you are.
In our heart and in our soul.
Well, that's...
Phone.
All right, looking alive,
This
gentlemen.
one's clapping already.
Raise your right hand.
I, Harris Chucky Sherman Jr., do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of the state, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all my duties incumbent upon me as member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, seat 8, according to the best of my ability and understanding, so help me God.
There you go.
Thank you.
You'll be taking that oath soon. Yeah. He is designee. Just have to be over there. There you go. And you too? No.
You can knock it off for us, so we can-
Sign this oath?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
yeah. Go ahead and sign the oath. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Two of them? Two?
It's 2. Yes.
I'll sign these out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Mr. Thomas,
All
you're
right,
up.
Mr. Tom. You raise your right hand. I
I, Thomas Beecher,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state.
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform
and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission Division,
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission Division B,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my abilities and means.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, Mr. T. Jim, you're up. I'm good. You raise your right hand. I
I,
state your name,
T.J. Murphy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform
and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission,
Division,
Division C,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability, and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to come and sign this again.
Yeah, we'll
There's a
get,
spot here on the
Yep.
ethics. All right, there you go. You're done. You're official.
Thank you for coming.
All right, Mr. Rogers. Raise your right hand, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I,
I,
say the-
Rodney Just Clare,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, Seat D,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
all right, Chad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Well, that's Reggie. But-
Oh, it's Deidre.
So she,
Yep, you go that way.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Chad.
Next me.
good job, Ryan.
All right.
Good job, Ryan. Good job.
Raise your right hand. I
I, Shane Conley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
That I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission,
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, CDL,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my abilities and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, ready? All right, you raise your right hand.
I, John Mellison,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me, CG,
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission,
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, CG, as the head of schedule,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God. Not the pump for you to develop my glasses.
All right, Mr. Mike.
I don't think nobody.
It's okay to mess up. Yeah.
Raise your right hand. I
I,
Charles Michael Kelly,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will faithfully support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission Division
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, Division H,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Chris Kelly,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission Division
as a member of the Greater Lafourche Port Commission, Division I,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. So if all of you want to get up and we'll take a picture with the Attorney General, that would be great.
No, I'm waiting for you. Excuse me.
We're gonna get in front, right?
I'll get out the picture. I'll stay out the picture. Unless y'all want me to take a picture. They'll take a picture.
You get it up here?
No, okay.
Y'all gonna have to scoot a little bit. Go ahead.
I can go behind them. We do this.
Perfect.
We do this.
All right.
Appreciate it, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank y'all. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you for your service as well.
Thank you. All right, now the work starts.
Okay. I'd like to thank our Attorney General for coming and inaugurating this in, and thank everyone, families, and everybody for showing up today. It was really appreciated. It was really nice. Thank y'all. All right, we're moving on. We're going to do, Mr. Cully, would you give us roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Seat A, Chucky Sheremy.
Here.
Seat B, Thomas Pete.
Here.
Seat C, Jimmy Lafont.
Here.
Seat D, Rodney Gisclair.
Here.
Seat E, Reggie Day, not present. Seat F, Chad Kelly.
Here.
Seat G, John Mellison.
Here.
Seat H, Mike Kelly here. Seat I, Chris Kelly.
Here.
We have a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Cully. Next, we have approved minutes for December 11, 2024 meeting. I need a motion. Moved by Mr. John Mellison, second by Mr. Rodney Gisclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion pass. Next, we have Executive Director's Report. Mr. Shasso.
Thank you, Mr. President. Certainly an honor to be here today on this occasion of another 6-year term with you guys. First, I wanted to talk about our 65th anniversary logo and announce that as of January 1st, this is our 65th year in operation at the Greater Lafourche Port Commission. We're very proud of that momentous time, and be on the lookout to the general public. We will have a public event later in the year. We will be announcing those things and really publishing, showing some videos and things about, our history, where we are today and where we're going into the future. We're certainly excited about being here for 65 years and what the next 65 years might look like. Although most of us won't be here at that time, but we're setting a stage for the future that we're really, really excited about. So just wanted to briefly mention that. Next is our Northern Expansion projects, Northern Expansion Slip D Bulkhead, GIS Engineering.
Good morning. The Dynamic Group is the contractor on this project. They have started construction in earnest. You can see they're working on the access road in the pictures, but they have also started driving the steel sheet piles for the bulkhead, and they are ordering the concrete piles that will hold up the dead man.
All right. Any questions? Thank you, John. Okay, moving on to airport projects. First is our aircraft operations. Davey.
Operations for December were 1,600. We had 10,704 passengers and 23,244 vehicles. That actually gives us yearly totals, 24 of about 20,000 operations, 125,000 passengers, and about 224,000 vehicles visiting the airport.
All right. Any questions? Okay, Airport Connector Road and Bridge Project, Picciolo and Associates.
Yeah, Sea Level Construction's the contractor. They've completed all of the asphalt work, all of the drainage work on LA1 and LA308. They've also completed most of the main structure of the bridge. They're currently working on the lift span that's in place on the side of the bayou there, and then also doing a lot of electrical work. They're also working on the bridge machinery, which hopefully be delivered sometime in February or March. We're still expecting a summertime completion date for the project.
Okay. Any questions for Joe?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the FBO Terminal, GIS Engineering.
Bryce. Okay, Byron Talbot Construction is the contractor on this project. They are also working hard on this project. They've gotten all the piles in. They are working on forming the pile caps, which should be poured in the next week or so.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, the Fuel System Rehabilitation Project.
Okay, this project is Volute. They will be changing out the fuel tanks at the airport. The tanks themselves, we've been waiting a long time for them. They should be in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, they have started with all the other pieces of the project, putting those in so that when the tanks come in, they'll be ready to finish up.
All right. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, John. All right. Other projects. First is the Coastal Wetlands Park. So recently we had a meeting with the state about the project, and we had a request. Our original request was $350,000. That was a matching grant, each of 50% cost share. That project has increased in cost over the last 4 years that we've been working through it. Obviously, costs have gone up dramatically. So we have a pending request now for another $500,000 to the tune of almost $900,000 in request, which would put us at spending another $900,000 to build out this elevated viewing facility, as well as a parking area and a walkway towards the pavilion. Any questions on that project? We do anticipate hopefully going to bid late first quarter or early second quarter of this year. Okay, the Hurricane Ida repair projects, breakwaters repairs, Angela Design.
Rigid Constructors is the contractor. They're securing materials and is scheduled to be on site beginning of February.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, the Fouchon Beach project.
For the Fouchon Beach, we are currently finalizing plans and specs, and we should be ready to begin advertising in about a week.
All right. Any questions? Thank you,
Thank you.
Sandy. All right, the Flotation Canal and Front Commercial Marina Dredge Project, PCO and Associates.
Coastal Dredging is the contractor. They completed the project as far as what we wanted them to do on December the 18th, so we do have a certificate of substantial completion on the agenda for approval. We also had a change order on the agenda for balancing of final quantities, and there's some disconnect between the final as-built surveys and those quantities, so we're asking that you just table that till next meeting. We'll get the quantities straight with them, and we'll approve it at next meeting. But everything else is done. We do expect a substantial underrun on the project.
Okay. Any questions for Joe?
Thank you.
Thank you. And then the airport hangar replacement project.
The contractor on this project is Freetown Builders. They are still gathering in the information, the submittals for the various parts of this project. So don't know exactly when they'll be out there, but should be hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you.
That concludes my report, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chassel. Next, we're going into public comment. Any public comment? All right, well, we're going into committee reports. First, we have executive committee. Members are Chucky Sherman, Chairman, Rodney J. Gisclair Sr., Jimmy LaFont, Tom Pete. First, we have consider approving the executive director's contract.
Okay, this is a contract for the next 6 years that would, term of contract is January 1st, 2025 through the earlier of either January 8th, 2031 or the date the newly elected Board of Commissioners takes office in 2031.
I need a motion.
Move.
Moved by John Melliso, seconded by Mr. Thomas Petrie. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Can I say something?
Yep, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you to you all. This brings up the same emotion as it did 15 years ago. I'm going to cry because I always do.
Go ahead.
I love what I do for you and this community, and I really appreciate all the support and the staff that we have. This is not about a job. This is about us, our community, and I love it. And I really appreciate all the support and getting to do this job every day. Thank you.
All right, glad to have you on board again.
And thank you for the work that you do for us.
Thank you.
Yeah. On behalf of the board, I think, and employees, we're glad to have you still here. All right, next, consider approving the request from Fouchon Heavy Lift on GLF 402-2 regarding rental escalations.
All right, this is a request that when Fouchon Heavy Lift's location, this lease gets to 40 cents per square foot, that their escalation rate would reduce from 5% to 3% annually for that 5-year term. And we would ask that your motion would be pending landowner approval.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Mr. Mike Colley, second by Mr. Rodney Gisclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the 2025 Cooperative Endeavor Agreement with South Louisiana Economic Council in support of SLEC Select, Restore and Retreat, and LA1 Coalition.
All right, the South Louisiana Economic Council provides economic development support services to the port on an annual basis, as well as services for Restore, Retreat, and the LA1 Coalition. Recommendation to approve.
All right, I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Jimmy LaFont, second by Mr. Chad Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the Cooperative Endeavor Agreement with South Louisiana Economic Council for Washington DC event.
Okay, this is the first annual Bayou Bash in Washington DC that the Bayou region is going to have. We will be a premier sponsor for this event. Our logo will be posted everywhere on signage, and we will have 30 passes to get into the event, as well as we will have the ability to speak at the event.
All right.
Recommendation to approve.
I need a motion. Moved by Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. Rodney Gisclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, consider approving the agreement with the Coalition to Restore Coastal Louisiana for the NFL Green Oyster Reef Project at Louisiana Boat Launch.
All right, as part of, at the Louisville Boat Launch, yeah. As part of the NFL coming in for the Super Bowl into New Orleans, this group called NFL Green looked for a project in Louisiana to participate in, and they are planning to do a Leeville Living Shoreline build on Monday, February 3rd. What this agreement would do is dictate that we will provide in-kind participating partnership for security on land and water side, as well as vessel to transport some volunteers. That will give us the ability to be on all of the collateral they produce. When it comes to our logo being on the registration page, all the signage will be announced as a partner at the event when they do the press conference itself, as well as in this agreement, what they're looking to do, Coalition to Restore Coastal Louisiana, is later on the agenda, we'll be reviewing the permit for this project. The permit that they applied for is much larger than the original project that the NFL is going to be doing. They're looking for another phase of this project. We would be the initial funds. The Greater Lafourche Port Commission would be announced at that event that a phase 2 project is coming, and we would contribute $10,000 to the next project that would be coming at the Leeville Boat Launch. So we recommend to approve this project.
All right, need a motion. Moved by Mr. Chad Colley, second by Mr. Thomas Petrie. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Next, we have consider approving the marketing agreement with Salafouche High School, Golden Meadow Middle School, and La Rose Cutoff Middle School.
All right, just as we've done in the past and continue to do with the community centers in our community in the 10th Ward, what this agreement does is a marketing agreement that we would contribute $2,000 to LCO Middle School, $2,000 to Golden Meadow Middle, and $4,000 to Salafouche High School. And in turn, we would get signage up in the gyms, on the baseball fields, and those things for us to support our community and our schools. Thank you.
Need a motion. Moved by Mike Colley, second by Mr. Jim Lafont. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. We're getting out of executive committee, going to permits and waterways. Members are Rodney Gisclair, Chairman, Tom Pete, Chad Colley, Chucky Sherman. Mr. Gisclair, it's your turn.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll review the permits that we have in front of us today. First, we have the Greater Lafourche Port Commission. It's a proposed project, involves the use of dredge material from Belle Pass to create and nourish marsh to the west of Belle Pass. Approximately 2,962,649 cubic yards of material will be excavated and placed on site. Next, also the Greater Lafourche Port Commission. Proposed installation of approximately 2,632 linear feet of shoreline protection along the northern bank of Flotation Canal using either riprap or concrete blocks. Next, we have the Coalition to Restore Louisiana, Coastal Louisiana, shoreline protection and restoration via oyster shell placement and marsh planting. Approximately 576 cubic yards of oyster shells will be used for erosion control. No excavation required. And finally, we have Entergy Louisiana. Is the proposed Entergy Louisiana LLC proposes developing of the Bayou Power Station in Lafourche Parish, Louisiana, to increase generating capability to serve areas south of Golden Meadow, Louisiana. The project will include an approximate 112 megawatt natural gas fired floating power generation facility and supporting appurtenances. The facility will contain 6 natural gas fire reciprocating internal combustion engines and will be permanently moored in an existing channel connected to Baie Lafourche, approximately 2.5 miles south of Leeville, Louisiana. And that, Mr. President, concludes the Permits and Waterways report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gisclair. Next, we're going to Construction and Development Committee. Members are Chris Colley, Chairman, Mike Colley, Jimmy LaFond, Chucky Sherman. Mr. Colley, it's your turn, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Mr. President. First, we'll start with consider approving the lowest responsive bid for the 2025 construction materials.
All right, we took bids for construction materials. Grand Isle Shipyard was the low bidder for all of the materials that were submitted. Recommendation to approve.
All right, I need a motion.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. Thomas Petrie.
Upstate.
Mr. Chad Colley abstains. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we'll consider approving the lowest responsive bid for the 2025 fuel supplier.
All right, lowest responsive bid for 2025 fuel supplier was Wagaspack Oil Company at 0.2295 cents. That is the markup rate. Recommendation to approve.
In the motion.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. John Millison. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, we'll consider approving LADOTD sponsorship agreement for the airport FBO terminal.
All right, this sponsorship agreement states that LADOTD will contribute an amount not to exceed $176,836 to the project. Recommendation to approve.
All right, need a motion.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. Ronnie Gisclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Next, consider approving change order number 4 from Coastal Dredging for the Flotation Canal and Front Commercial Marina Dredge project.
All right, recommendation is to take no action at this point.
No action. All right, moving on. Consider approving substantial completion certificate from Coastal Dredging for the Flotation Canal and Front Commercial Marina Dredge project.
This project is complete. Recommendation to approve.
Okay, I got a motion.
Move.
Mr. Chris Colley, second by Mr. Jimmy LaFond. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. President, this concludes the Construction and Development Committee report.
All right, thank you, Mr. Colley. Next, we're going to Finance Committee. Members are John Mellison Jr., Chairman, Chris Colley, Reggie Lizier, and Chucky Sherman. Mr. Mellison, your turn.
All right, morning, and thank you, Mr. President. We'll begin by consider approving the payment of the December 2024 invoices and recognizing those over $25,000. We'll begin with the Dynamic Group, $1,247,227.99. Did I get that number right, Mike?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And that's for Slip D Bulkhead. Item 2, BET Construction Incorporated, $312,549.22, and that's for the FBO terminal. Item 3, Coastal Dredging Company Incorporated, $176,651.04, and that's for the dredging of the Flotation Canal and the Front Commercial Marina. Item 4, GIS Engineering, $171,016.83. That's for the Fouchon Island Feed Study, Port Fouchon Marsh Creation, Slip D Bulkhead, the Fouchon Bridge, General Consulting and Engineering, and the Airport Terminal Building. Item 5, Grand Isle Shipyard, $142,262.21, and that's for the construction Waterfront Drive, contract labor at the FBO, dredging of the Bollinger Canal, road and shoulder maintenance in the port. Item 6, Sea Level Construction, $110,968.22. That's for the Airport Connector Road and Bridge Project. Item 7, Angelette Design, LLC, $72,813.29. That's for Baie Lafourche and Flotation Canal Bulkhead Project and the Fouchon Beach Maintenance and Restoration. Item 8, SciTech, Louisiana, $59,512.22. That is for drones and accessory. Item 9, PCO and Associates, $58,710 even, and that's for the Flotation Canal Shoreline Protection Project, the Airport Connector Road and Bridge Project, and the Northern Mitigation Survey. Item 10, Eustis Engineering, LLC, $12,662.64, and that's for the Slip D Test PAL program. These expenditures, along with our others, bring us to a grand total of $3,121,118.46. And Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion, we accept these
All right, I
expenditures.
got a motion, second by Mike Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. Well, okay, we got one abstain
Yep.
from Mr. Chad Colley.
And then you have your vote already. So
All right, I got okay, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Next on the agenda, we have consider approving the December 2024 preliminary unaudited financial statements as discussed in Monday night's committee meeting. And Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion, we accept these.
All right, I got a motion by Mr. John Millison, second by Mr. Rodney Gisclair. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
And last, as discussed in Monday night's committee meeting, I'd like to consider approving the audit engagement letter with Laporte and Lewis and Ellis. And I'd like to make a motion, we accept this.
All right, got a motion by Mr. John Millison, second by Mr. Chad Colley. Any discussion? Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed.
Mr. President, this concludes the Finance Committee report.
All right, Mr. Millison, thank you very much. Okay, do you have any other business? Any public comment? All right. I
move that we adjourn, Mr. President.
got a motion by Mr. Jim LaFont to adjourn, a second by Mr. Thomas Petrie. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to the meeting. It enjoyed it. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. And from behalf, I'm hoping from the new board that we have here, everyone have a good new year and our next 6 years be a good one and a great one, still processing. And welcome, Mr. Chasson, to the club again.
thank you.
Everyone have a good day and have a good year. Meeting's adjourned.
Okay, what's your question?